All right, guys, Connor Ferguson here for Always Race Day after night 2 of the Knoxville Nationals. Here with Sammy Swindell and Sean Hill, two of the most popular car owners and drivers in this pit area. Everywhere you went tonight, if you made a pass from 13th to 12th, I heard it in the stands. Did you know that, and can you hear that at all in the car?
Well, you can't hear it when you're running. I could hear it, when they were pushing me around and before it started up and stuff. So, but you could see the people standing and stuff. So it was all great.
What's it like to have that fan base that continues to outpour and support you even through all these years, even through, you're at the tail end of your career now?
Yeah, it's great. But, because hardly anybody gets to do what I'm doing. So it's still fun. I still enjoy it. It's a little harder because we only do so many races. So we're up against guys that have run probably 40 or 50 races this year. So if we could just even compete, that's saying something. And at my age, that's something too. So it's still good, and it's nice to go out there and mix it up with some of them.
Absolutely. And Sean, what have you and Flea, you guys like to engineer and go outside the box on your cars and stuff? Is there anything outside the box in this car that we haven't seen before here?
Oh, yeah, it's in there.
You don't want to tell me?
I think when we went through tech today, I think we were voted through by committee. One guy passed it off to another guy, and another guy passed it off to another guy, and finally someone said, yeah, we're okay. So there's things you can try, and if you're not trying them, you don't know if it's going to work or not. And we've tried plenty this year that didn't work, and he'll kind of do the old roll the eyes things like, I think we did that in '78. I don't know if that's going to work, but there's a few things on the car that Flea and I did that are a little different. We actually toned it down a lot from what we tried last year. The balance wasn't there for the car, and he can short circuit a lot of our trial and errors because he's got just phenomenal feedback.
Right. So, I was going to ask you, how is it having Sammy as the test pilot? How integral is that to what you guys are trying, and what information is he giving you?
We don't do anything to the car without running it through him, and he gets to override. He has the final judgment for sure. I mean, I was watching him when I was 5 years old at West Memphis, and I didn't like him. My brother liked him, so I couldn't like him. So I had to like his brother. So, he's been doing this a long time. And when we come up with an idea, we'll talk about it, and he can massage it a little sometimes. And it's good because the way he learned how to do this, his language is the way I was taught from the guys that I grew up racing with, because they all used to race together. So when he talks about balance or weight or what to do in these situations, it's so familiar to what I was taught coming up on the cars that I worked on, because they were inventing stuff in the 70s. And you can point to almost any corner of the car and he's had something to do with it or with the manufacturer that's doing it. And it was through his 54? How many years is it?
5, I don't know. 71 now, so it's
we're in the 6th decade.
Yeah.
So we think we're trying something new, but chances are it's just a modification of something they've already done.
I love that. And Sammy, how did you come into contact with Flea and Sean, and what made the decision to start working together in this aspect of things?
Somebody just invited me in. They'd already been, I don't know, probably months down the road, but
yeah,
there was a card there and a lot of stuff was already there, and we just put a few on my, what they were trying to do, and kind of told them maybe do it a little bit different here, there, and we just keep hammering away on it, and now we're sort of close, but we don't have a lot of feedback from running races, so when the track like here, it changes a lot, and so we don't have a notebook to go back on with this car.
Yeah.
So every night, it's, every race, it's just we learn a little bit, and even like tonight, we had a little problem, but we know what that is, and we got a few things that we need to change to make it better when we run with all the fuel and the track gets slicker. So we got to work on that. I think we can get pretty close on the qualifying. We missed a little bit tonight because we went out so late. We showed we could be fast when the track's fast, so we just got to work on the car to get it dialed in and all the different things they throw at us, and then out there running with all the cars and you're in dirty air makes a difference too. So we've got to we haven't been through a lot of the circumstances that we need to be through. We've only run a few A mains, so we don't have that sense of, like most of these guys have run the same cars for years.
I mean, this was only our second full fuel load in this car.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and there's a lot to fuel burn and what it does to the distribution on the car. So yeah, we have a very thin notebook, but the beauty of this is we're not racing for points or anything like that. And if we want to throw something at the car that he wants to try, we might not run as good as we thought we were going to, and it doesn't matter. I mean, we're here to absolutely enjoy it. And I told people last year, this is the best version of him anyone's ever had, because he's like the guru, and he's not arrogant about it. He's like, that won't work, this will work, and we have fun. I mean, we genuinely, the reason he's here is because we like him.
I love that, and I think it's one of the best stories at Nationals, and I hope it continues for years and years. I've asked everyone this that I can, and I always do every year, and I am really interested to hear what you have to say about it, but I want you both to answer. How big has this event gotten, and what are your impressions of how much sprint car racing has grown, and especially with this event being the catalyst of it?
Oh, it's just, it just gets better and better, it seems, all the time. You've seen other series kind of come and go, and some, that were big, well, now they're not so big, but the sprint cars series just been going uphill, for, I don't know how, for quite a while, a long time. So it's nice to still be out here and have all the people here and all the exposure here now that with all the streaming things that happen. So, I mean, like tonight, we got to race in front of millions of people. That would have never happened, say, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Just be the people that was here, or either if the TV was here and what they show.
Right.
But they could cover a lot more things now than ever. So, just to be a small part of it is pretty big.
I can remember, I've only been doing this since '91, so I'm kind of new at it. Compared
I've only been coming here since like 2007, so I got you beat by a bit.
Yeah. So I remember being at West Memphis back in '91. We had a 360 race, and they were calling the track from West Memphis to find out who won. And that's how we would find out. And they would announce the winner once they found out. And then now, video streaming, social media, the engagement, and then for me coming here, it's a privilege, I think, to be at a facility like this. I mean, it is, from the safety crew to the officials to the staff. It's the way it should be, and it is absolutely the gold standard for sure. And I enjoy it so much. I feel honored to have the ability to have a car that was here and actually do okay. I mean, it's not bad for a car that's put together in a lawnmower shop. So
you would have thought Sammy won the Nationals with how the fans were cheering tonight.
When he passed Hickle going into 3, I was actually in 3 and 4, and I could hear the crowd. And I'm like, that's pretty impressive. So yeah, I mean, they're the only other team that would have had this much exposure here tonight is going to be Larson for winning. But still, the crowd was louder anytime something happened with him. It's humbling, and it's a privilege that I really appreciate.
Well, I share the same sentiment. It's a privilege to be out here, and I'm just a writer, journalist kid that's stirring the pot on Twitter every day, right?
Right.
So,
yeah.
Thank you for taking the time. I'll let you get out of your fire suit.
Yep.
This has been Always Race Day. We'll catch up with you guys next 48 hours. It's going to be amazing.